free agency because we might not get the first pick. We might not get a fucking pick somewhere to 15th down the line. So we better start spending our money right. This makes teams do things the right way opposed to think about it. Your GM walks in and tells you we're going to be better 5 years from now. Fuck that. Start building now because the way the draft works, you don't know if you're going to be good 5 years from now. So you better start making some right moves right now.
Yeah. No, good points. Great points. Yeah, no, I'm with you. You know, this is this entire conversation about, you know, the race and stuff. It's, you know, for me, I don't, you know, I agree with you. You know, I think that the conversation, I feel like, tends to sometimes make it worse, it seems, throughout not just this like group, but the entire country. Like it makes it so is the conversation benefiting things, or is the conversation and all, you know, this race issue being this topic, you know, hurting it more than helping it? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not hurting it. The reality is, if we're just
It's
looking at
showcasing it more.
If we're looking at history, the reality things are a lot better than they used to be. We still got a ways to go with shit, man. Listen, you won't be here, I won't be here. A lot of people in this group won't be here when things get better. That's how far away we are. You understand? Yeah. But what we all need to understand though is every time something happens, it's not always a black and white thing. What y'all got to understand more than anything, is green means more than your skin color and my skin color. The NFL is a fucking business.
Yeah.
You understand? And if I'm running the business and I decide this is who I think can help my business grow, I don't give a fuck if I don't hire the person that's the same skin color as me.
Yeah.
I don't. And that doesn't make me a sellout. Doesn't make me anything. I have a business. I have a family to feed. I love my people, 100%. I'm more Malcolm than Martin. Like I'm very much an eye for an eye, but I can sit back and think and understand and listen to a story from both sides before I jump up and go, that's some racist shit. Mm-hmm. Everything, like I had a conversation with my wife. Like my wife despises Donald Trump, and most people do. And we know somebody who likes Donald Trump, but they don't like him in the sense of I like Donald Trump. I think it's more in the sense of the things that I'm looking for to benefit me while he's the president. Him being the president works for me. So that's what I was trying to explain to my wife. Like, just because somebody likes Donald Trump doesn't make them a racist. Just because somebody still listens to R. Kelly music doesn't mean that they condone him touching children. Sometimes you just like the music, and sometimes you just like what the person offers. If I'm a rich person and Donald Trump is cutting taxes for me and I get to keep more money in my pocket, of course I don't fucking have a problem with Donald Trump. You understand? It doesn't mean that I want you to go somewhere and be poor and be homeless and not have shit. It just means that the shit that I do have, I wish I could keep a little more of it. So sometimes we just got to listen to each other and stop thinking everything means that people are fucking against us. I feel like this, I hate to say this shit, but I really feel like this shit was played by him. The minute he got those texts, like my man said, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was about to open up.
Yeah, there was a play.
Yeah, and granted, I listen. If we don't think that there's a bunch of black coaches that deserve a chance, we all know there is. Trust me when I tell you, we're not up here telling y'all that we think that the NFL is perfect. We are simply talking about case by case. And in this case that we're talking about, like we used to talk about Cap case, with Cap case, I believe it was a lot of racial shit involved. Yeah. I believe it was 99.9% racist when it came to Cap. And that's almost 100%. Yep. This shit right here, I do not believe is a racial motivated situation. I believe John Mara was put in a position where I just hired a GM. I said I'm going to stay out of it. I let the GM handle it. The GM wants to go with somebody he's comfortable with, but yet I still have to abide by his rule. That's all it was. Yeah. That's all it was.
Cap had more of a case, I feel.
Cap had 100% more of a case. Yeah. 100.
You want to bring your boy on?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring hold on. Mark, I'm gonna bring you in real quick, Mark.
Sorry, guys, I'm so quiet, man. I'm listening because I want to learn, and I
What's
feel
going
like
on, people? Bobby, what's going on,
Mark,
what's
man?
Mark,
up,
what's good,
man?
man? Give me
Glad
give me 2 minutes,
Quan.
baby. Give me 2 minutes. What's your
So,
question, Mark?
listen, like you guys were saying, that guy was all over the place. The guy he had before, he had me cracking up. He was all over the place. But
He's awesome.
my thing is, like you said, with the owners, if it's my team, I'm on who I want on my team.
Who I
You know what
want
I'm
on my
saying?
team?
You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't matter what color, but some things are suspect. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
listen, Mark, a lot of shit, not some things, a lot
Yeah.
of shit is suspect. That's why me and Bobby are telling you, we're not talking about the totality of the NFL. We understand what the NFL is in the totality. We're talking about this situation here, this one situation here. I don't feel that it's a racist situation here.
Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how much depth stuff was going on in reference to that, but what I'm saying is, if you look at the coach we had before, you get a special teams coach and get put as a head coaching position, and then you get a lot of other qualified people there, and you're like, yo, come on, and that happens a lot, you know.
No
Like
doubt,
you
no
said,
doubt. We
that's what I'm looking
100%
at,
agree with that.
you know. But I don't, like they said, they really look like they've vested themselves into Daniel Jones, which I don't think they should. I think they're wasting their time. To me, they should just look into something else. Daniel Jones, to me, does not have it. I'm sorry. They try to say he has all these other things and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any person from Duke, unless they're playing basketball, to be starting somewhere
Yeah.
on an NFL team. And it's just like you said, some of the things, like he played 4 years. Haskins, I was looking at the teams he played. He played in a conference that's way more better than Duke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He had played for 4 years, but who's he played?
He
The
didn't play
conference he played
anybody.
in.
My point to that was I trust a person who's seen more football.
That is true. I agree with you with
You
that. Yeah,
understand?
I agree with you with that.
I don't care what the talent level is. If you've only seen how many snaps he played in 12 games that year. He played 12 games. Let's go with 500, right? Let's just say 500. I don't know how many snaps that offense got that year on the football field, but we're going to go with 500. If you think I'm going to draft you after 500 snaps, you are out your fucking mind. In the first round, you think I'm going to give you the keys to my franchise after 500 snaps, you are out of your fucking mind. Not going to
I
happen.
agree.
I'm not doing
I
it.
agree. Well,
So,
that and I just didn't see any growth in Daniel Jones. Even though people say, oh, I don't see no growth in him. I don't see it, and I think
yeah,
we're
me neither.
wasting our time.
Me
He
neither.
regressed.
Yeah, yeah.
He
You see
regressed
stuff.
after his rookie year.
Yeah, sometimes you would see something spark, like, okay, he got something, and you can grow from that.
He's
I
too
just see him growing with
inconsistent,
that.
bro. He's consistent at being inconsistent. That is a problem.
And
Yes.
that hurts me, man, because like we bleed blue, all of us, and that hurts me so much when I be going against some other people. I was like, ugh, I
Like
just
Elvin says in the chat, DJ needs competition in that quarterback
He
room, and
definitely
that's
does.
facts.
He
That's
definitely
facts.
does. And I'm
I
not
don't know.
talking about bringing in the vet and saying you are our backup. I'm talking about bringing in the vet and saying if you beat him out, you're the starter.
Yup,
That's what I'm
100%.
talking about.
Light a
None of
fire
this.
under his
But
ass.
who do you think we should use for that
I,
kind of vet?
I
It's
don't
gonna
know. I
depend.
don't know who's available. I won't know who's available to free agency. But I do know at the end of the day, right? By year 3, Eli Manning was in the Super Bowl, right? So even with his inconsistent play from when he got drafted to the Super Bowl and a little bit after the Super Bowl, he still was a little inconsistent here and there. But he earned your respect enough to say this is our quarterback because he not only did he get you to the Super Bowl, by his second year, he was always in the playoffs. He was in the playoffs in 05, he was in the playoffs in 06, won the Super Bowl in 07. So you have a quarterback who you could say he may be inconsistent, but he gets us to the playoffs. Danny Jones has done nothing to earn the fucking spot that he has. Absolutely nothing. You understand? So to keep allowing him to go out there and be your starting quarterback and do nothing about upgrading the position is fucking madness. So they need to get on it.
Yeah, facts. And to answer your question, a guy like Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota, a guy that
Marcus
can
Mariota. Yep.
a guy that can that can play
Tyrod
and
Taylor. Yep.
light a fire under this kid's ass because if he's not
And
the
I'm
kid,
not
if
talking
he's
about, and Bobby, I'm not just talking about performance either. Keep your ass healthy. Get
yes,
your ass on the football field.
start
You think
sliding.
Stop dropping your shoulder into defensive linemen when you're running up the sideline.
Yeah,
you
I
think
love the heart, but bruh,
you think we reach for that the backup for Baltimore?
No. Nah.
Huntley.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not impressed by people who've only done it over a few games. I'm just not. I'm so big on consistency, it's ridiculous. Anywhere Tyrod Taylor has gone, he's played well. Everywhere
Yeah.
he's gone, he's
Yeah.
played well. That's the kind of backup I'm talking about. Somebody, because you know he's going to play because this fool is going to get hurt. And go out there and you know he's going to play well. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I
All
mean, we definitely, bringing in somebody you're obviously going to see a more advanced playbook too. So you need someone that's going to be able to learn the scheme,
You got to do something.
So,
all right, big dog. Thanks for the call, man.
All
We're
right.
going to take another
Bobby,
call
I heard,
real quick.
you had some things. Glad things are better for you, Quan, than for me. So glad things are better for you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Y'all
Appreciate you,
be
man.
safe,
All
big
right,
man.
Quan. Y'all be
All right,
easy,
brother.
man. Thanks again.
Good
All
night,
right.
man. So,
Hold on.
Quan, do you want to?
I'm trying to bring Michael on, but
How do I get it?
just hit your end button, big dog. Like I think it looks like the little circle on the bottom.
I don't even have that, man. See, I got to bring my kids on here, man. All right, here you go. All right.
Later, man.
All right, be safe. I'm gonna bring Michael on real quick, bro. Hopefully,
All right.
this person needs to. Hey, Mike is telling me you need to download something. It won't let you on, big dog.
Oh, the Brandon Lewerke. Oh, yeah. If you don't have the latest version, you're not going to be able to. One thing, what the Giants keep protecting this Brandon Lewerke.
Who the hell is he?
I know. I was talking to Michael
he
about
used to play for the Jaguars. Whatever.
No, you don't like him?
Whatever.
I find it interesting
I believe that's the kid that's with the Giants. Hey Michael Knight, I'm trying to let you in, big dog, but it's telling me you have to it says this person you invited needs to download the latest version of Facebook app. Hey Rod, try to call me back. Try to let me see if I can invite you in, Rod. I know you've been trying to get through for a minute, so
Chris too. Get Chris Webb, if you can.
Do me a favor, big dog. Just send another request if you can. All right, Rod. Let me see if it allows me to send. All right, Rod, it's allowing you in, big dog.
What's up, Rod?
Hey, Christopher. As soon as I'm off the phone, soon as we hang up with him, you coming on, big dog.
What up, Rod?
What
up, big dog?
Yo, man, y'all got making some good points, man. I know y'all seen that little post I dropped this morning. People was tearing me out the frame for it, but like bottom line, as you can see, I've been going to war for my team all my life. So if you ain't about my Giants, you going against us, you better have a valid point. He ain't the best man for the job. Bottom line.
Yeah.
He's not the best man for the job.
Yeah.
Now, and I got people in the post, oh, you coming at your people,
hey Rod, man, you gotta understand, there's some people right now that'll see a brother go out and do some bullshit, absolute bullshit, and think because we the same skin color, I should be okay with the shit you just did.
Right.
I'm not that dude, bro.
That's not how it works. Yo, that's not how it works. Now, a lot of people do. Some people do feel that way, but that's why we got the problems in our community we got now. But back to football, like after the seasons, plural, we've been going through, bro, we need the best team in here, and I feel like we got the best team in here.
I feel like we got the best people for the job. I bullshit you not, bro.
Facts.
Now,
me too.
I know my feelings on Daniel Jones is a little different from yours.
Mm-hmm.
I never coached college. I never coached, NFL. I coached some semi-pro, high school, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My son played quarterback. Daniel Jones has the talent. He has no excuse after this year. I'm going to ride with him. You got no excuses now. You're going to see my whole thing. You're going to see them posts get a little different. If he don't take advantage of this, then Post's gonna get a little different.
Absolutely.
But from a talent perspective, he's accurate. He has the size. He has the heart. He's a lifelong Giants fan. He has all the talent.
You know what the only problem he's
having?
having?
Let me finish, Quan. Let me finish. Horrible offensive line every year he's been. Changing offenses. His offensive weapons are not catching the fucking ball or hitting the hole.
God, these dudes can't catch, bro.
So he has been basically the third best rushing quarterback in the NFL and squeezing out any little win we could get since he came.
My bad, right? So I'm trying to answer my question before it goes up too far. Joseph Braid, 100%. I still do, brother. Go ahead, Rob. My bad, brother.
But I think he ain't got no more excuses after this year. I think we made a big mistake not going after a legitimate backup for Saquon last year. I think we should have really went out and got that, which we should have kept Goldman. He held us down.
No, he wanted too much money.
Goldman wasn't a problem that we didn't want him. He wanted too much money.
Yeah.
He started feeling himself after he had a decent season. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody want to get paid. I want $8 million too. So.
Right. But I really just wanted to come back on to reinforce my post.
Richard was
where
good, man.
I was talking to one brother where I basically told him, listen, do I think the Giants are racist? No. Do I think they want a black head coach or quarterback? No. But it's a fair exchange. And the hard fact of the matter is it's a fair deal for a people who won't sacrifice and start their own professional sports leagues. You got to take a fair deal if you ain't willing to start your own shit. Well, bottom line, if you don't want to start your own business, you deal with the rules of your employer. If you're mad, go start your own business. It's fucked up.
Here's the crazy part. I don't think it's a situation where the Giants don't want a black quarterback because when Jerry Reese and Ben McAdoo were in there, they both wanted Patrick Mahomes. And I don't think Mara said no because Patrick Mahomes is black. I think Mara said no because his loyalty lied with Eli Manning. So we missed out on a good black quarterback because of loyalty. I don't think it was because, listen to me, man. Y'all got to understand, this is the franchise and the organization that protected a guy who did fucking crack cocaine.
I agree.
Listen, let's be real about this shit. I agree. I'm not, again, my people, I am not saying that there are no racial shit going on in the NFL. But what I'm saying is you have to look at the history of shit. They protected a guy that they could have easily gave up on that was smoking crack cocaine, my nigga. That was always in trouble with the law, my nigga. That was felon drug
LT's a different animal, bro.
He definitely is. But at the end of the day, they also didn't have to protect him. They could have let his ass go. Because it's not like he was doing that shit. He started doing that shit deep into his career where it's like, this is LT. Nigga, he was having problems since his rookie year. They could have moved the fuck on.
He was doing lines in the huddle, but then they come out and then he come out. You need to get Leonard Marshall in the ball. You the only one out there doing something. Listen, I'm all about the Giants winning, dog. I live in a sea of green. I don't care who our coach is, dog. I need to walk out my house and talk shit.
That's it.
If you got a problem with the Giants, you want to sue the Giants.
Listen.
You don't like. I got a problem with you wherever it is. You want to be a coach, you want to be a fan, you want to be whatever. So know where your loyalties lie, man. Don't come on the Giants site talking about the Giants did this and then go root for somebody else.
Listen, I don't give a fuck if we hired the aliens from Independence Day. If they could win, I'm all for it.
Right. And I love my people, man, but the truth of the matter is there's some hardcore facts that us as a people, we don't like to deal with that we're going to have to deal with before shit get better.
Yeah. Listen,
bottom line.
I'm not talking about the totality, everybody. I'm with a lot of y'all because listen, a lot of us agree on a lot of the same shit. I'm talking about this situation right here. I believe it's bullshit. But my man Rod, we're going to take this next call, big dog. Holla at you, big dog. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, bro.
Andre.
We got to get Chris, too.
Hey, Chris.
If we can.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hey, Rod. Hit the end button for me, Rod.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I'm just gonna drop the top.
So Chris, man,
Oh, we
hey
can't hear
Dre,
you.
man, were you at the train station?
Nah, I'm at work, bro.
Oh man, I thought you was on your way to Giant Stadium to fuck something up.
Nah, I needed that laugh, bro.
What's good with you, man? What you got on your
I
mind?
just came to spit at y'all for like a couple seconds. I'm fucking a cook. I'm
Oh,
on
we
the
might have
line,
lost
but
him.
I wanted to agree with homeboy I was just on. Before I judge Daniel Jones, I want to see him with a real team around him. Like, because honestly, the kid hasn't had nothing, bro. Let's be real. What does Daniel Jones have? You say it every week. The defense is not good. The offensive line has been bad since Eli Manning days. The receivers, Shepard's hurt every week,
Every week.
literally.
Every
Golladay has
day.
had nothing.
Every week. Every
Yo,
week.
Shepard gets hurt tripping over his shoe. Nigga get hurt in the parking lot before the game, bro. Like, and my
Yeah,
point is,
every
though,
game,
for
bro.
us to judge the kid that never had nothing his whole career is hard. And
It's just, bro, I'm seeing Burrow without this O-line, and it's
Yeah,
tough for me, man.
yeah,
listen.
Burrow has better
Do I
weapons
think
than
Danny
Daniel
Jones is the biggest problem? No. Do I think he is a problem? Yes. Because you got to also understand, when those guys are open, he's also not seeing them because he gets fixated on one receiver. He has this issue that when he comes out the huddle, whoever the fuck he's supposed to be throwing the ball to first is who he's throwing the ball to.
He stares his receivers
Yeah.
down, bro.
So he has some issues he definitely got to fix. There are things that I see that make me believe that he's just not good. Things that he's continued to do since he was in college that by year 4 you should have fixed by now. So do I think he's the worst quarterback in the NFL? No, but do I think it would kill us to move on? I would move on if I could, but if I can't, then I guess I'll stay with him.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
would
if I.
see what Jones is. I will give him one more year, like homeboy said, and then see. Because what do we have to lose? We're not going to have a winning season next year. Let's be real with ourselves.
No, you're right, 100%. Yeah, we got it. The season's a wash if we don't have Jones. I mean,
No
what do
doubt,
we,
Franklin, man. No doubt. Thank you.
But
And we need another running back. If I'm in the draft, though, in the Giants, this is where I'm going to be pissed with the new coaches. If they don't draft a whole line with the first 2 picks, I'm going to be tight. Because at the end of the day,
they should draft the O-line with the first 3 picks, bro. I said this shit last week. I'm not making jokes. I'm not over-exaggerating. The Giants literally, if they came out this draft with 5 offensive linemen, I wouldn't be upset, bro. I bullshit you not.
Nah, that changes everything.
yeah.
And the only thing before I'm leaving, because I know I'm working, yo, I went to like 4 games this year, yo. You know how sad it is when you see the whole fan base get up at halftime and leave, and I'm sitting there proud like a little kid.
Bruh, I went to opening game.
Yeah,
I
know
went to
you
the
was
game
in
against Atlanta.
Redskins.
I went to the Redskins game in D.C. I went to the game in Miami. After the game in Miami, I realized it's time for me to stop spending money on it. And I went to every preseason game. And I just realized, like, at that point, it was just like, all right, this shit is getting repetitive. We're going to keep losing. Like, I got to stop. So,
hit them where it hurts, in their pockets.
Yeah.
I would keep Barkley, too. But if you're going to keep Barkley, you got to have a running back duo, as in like how the Cleveland Browns have.
They need to figure out what kind of – if you're going to keep Barkley, you need to figure out what kind of offensive line you want. Do you want a bunch of maulers who open up holes, or do you want some finesse guys that can block, that can pass block? Because Barkley's not the most physical runner in the world, bro.
Absolutely. We haven't had physical since Brandon Jacobs and Bradshaw, honestly.
Yeah, we got to –
I'm gonna let y'all go. I know y'all got – I'm busy here at work.
Thanks for calling, though, man.
I just wanted to touch base with you. Yo, y'all already know. I hope y'all safe out here with all this mess going around, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Chris, try to call in real quick, Chris. We're going to take you as the last call, big dog. Thanks, Dre. We'll chop it up in the inbox, bro.
Yeah, I'll always reach out, bro.
All right, bro.
I think you just got to hit the end button if there's –
Yeah,
there you go.
Hey, Chris, hit the try to get in, big dog.
I talk to Chris just as much as I talk to you. He's
me and Chris chop it up a lot.
Yeah, he's great. Just requested.
He just requested. Let me see if it popped up. Why is it not popping up here?
I was having issues earlier. We were trying to go live on my page to talk football for a little bit yesterday or 2 days ago.
I see him up here, but I don't. It doesn't allow me to add him for some reason.
Guys, one thing, if you're not on your phone and you're on your laptop, it might not be compatible. So people might have issues with that.
Chris is coming on now.
All right, word. Chris.
Good,
Hey,
What, bro?
what's good, fellas?
What's up,
good,
man?
man.
How you doing? How you
Trying to
doing?
enjoy some good talk.
Yeah, good shit, y'all. A lot of good things you guys touched on. Wanted to kind of elaborate on that piece, Quan, you were talking about with loyalty, because at the end of the day, like, loyalty has destroyed our franchise for the past 10 years. To
That's
keep it 100,
exactly what's destroyed this
since that Super
franchise.
Bowl, it's like, this is the giant way. This is how we're going to do things. And my family has been season ticket holders for 35 years. I literally drive from Frederick, Maryland. I'm in Redskins land, and to get clowned on by these Redskins fans every day is just, it's god awful. But my question to you guys, and kind of wanted to piggyback off of the conversation, is, do you guys think Shane is really going to come in and really kind of bust off the walls with our front office? All these guys of the Mara crew, you have McDonald, who is Mara's grandson. These are all guys that are decision makers in who we recruit, who we sign, who we go after in free agency. That's the biggest issue within our organization.
That's a great question. I honestly feel I think we all knew that Flores was Mara's guy, and he allowed the GM to make the decision, and he ended up taking Dable, which is, I think, huge. That's a huge step in the right direction. The fact that we haven't had a head coach and a GM since 1979 is mind-blowing, and now we're doing it. And in 1979, we started in the 80s, we started winning. So
Hmm.
I feel like one thing I
And it was
don't know,
fast. It was
yeah,
fast. It was
I
fast. It was like a
I
2-year turnaround, dude.
I don't know how much roster moves we're going to be seeing because of the fact that the money situation. The dead cap, like you said, Sterling Shepard's cheaper to keep, right, Quan? Cheaper to keep than
Right,
cut
right.
or whatever. So, I think it's going to be interesting how he does this. I think this draft is going to be huge, huge this
I
year.
think the draft is going to tell us everything in what our team thinks, how we're going to move forward. And analytically, are we going to change Giants football? Is it going to be – because if you look at the NFC East, all these teams are run the rock and play defense. That's not the NFL anymore. The NFL is
That
balls.
shit ain't gonna win you nothing, bro.
And with the NFC being so open, there is an opportunity if you can get a quarterback that can play, get some receivers that can catch the rock and get off the ball scrimmage.
Hold on, give me 1 second, Chris. Hey, Joe, we're not talking bad about Eli, bro. We're saying that when Eli started his downward hill, a lot of you guys gave Eli the same excuse that you're giving Danny Jones, that he needed a
Yep.
line. The reality at one point, I'm answering somebody's question real quick. The reality is 2015, 14, 15, around that era, Eli was washed up, bro. Everybody knew it.
Check down.
Everybody knew it. Shannon Sharp knew it. NFL experts knew it. Fans knew it. The only people that wanted Eli to stay were the same people that's just like John Mara. You guys got really loyal, and you had rather lose games with a guy that you was comfortable with over winning with somebody else. That's exactly what happened with this organization. That's exactly what happened with the fans. If you don't think that Patrick Mahomes was the right draft pick to replace Eli, you are out of your mind.
Joe, he did say, why didn't he get line help? And that's a great question. But that's all this general managing for the past,
That was general manager situation. But even with line help, Eli wasn't good anymore.
Yeah, he couldn't get it done.
He just wasn't good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Bolo said that's why they wanted Mahomes. Facts.
That's
McAdoo
exactly
wanted
why we
Mahomes.
wanted Mahomes. You know why we wanted Mahomes? Because the NFL started going towards quarterbacks who everything doesn't need to be great around them, that can make plays happen when things break down. We are the only team that can't seem to do that.
Well, the fact that we evaluated that talent and knew that kid was going to be good just goes to show that we might have went too quick on McAdoo.
Yep.
But let's go.
Well, the other thing I was going to say is,
Yeah.
with all bad deals we have on the books, we got a lot of bad contracts.
Bad
Leonard
contracts.
Williams,
You know why we got bad contracts? Because we have an owner who is loyal to a GM because he used to be here and let him run us into the ground.
One last question for both of you guys. What will it take next year after seeing the team play a full season to say we're going in the right direction, or even mid-season? What do you think it takes from a record standpoint, from an eye test standpoint?
I think it's the eye test. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you. I personally, all joking aside, because I know that this GM is a modern day GM. He's not Dave Gettleman, who comes on TV and says it's going to take us 5 years. It took
Mhm.
you 5 years to build a winning team back in the 90s. You understand?
Right.
It doesn't take 5 years anymore. The NFL is literally set up so that you can be successful the next year by the way that they schedule. They do the scheduling. Like, you play a weaker schedule when you played a bad year the year before. So they literally set it up so you can go from worst to first within a
Yeah,
year. I'm not saying we're going to work from worst to first, but what I'm saying is I do believe that this GM is going to turn us around fast. So I don't care what the record is this year. I think I'm going to go by the eye test and can see that. Like, we won. What we lose? 2 less games this year than last year, right?
Correct. We're
But
4-6 and 10
we
years
were
before.
we were immensely worse than we were last year. We shouldn't even have been. The fact that we even have 4 wins this year is mind-boggling.
Oh God, bro, for real. What for me? I need to see the offense stay on the field longer, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The
And
fact that
for the
move
love
the
of God,
ball.
stop somebody on 3rd fucking down, bro.
I mean,
Well, also you made a good point too, Quan. Before, it's the consistency. Can we be consistent when it comes down to those 4 or 5 plays that are the difference in
Yes,
the game?
that's the eye test. That's the eye
Defense,
test right there.
yeah. A
that's
quarter
why. Go ahead.
to play and read a defense to push the ball forward or score a touchdown. Like, that's what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's my, like I said, that's my biggest issue with Jones is, like, he has the tools, but he doesn't have the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it's a 50-50 street as far as us making sure he's set up for success as well. But he's not the answer. We all know that.
Yeah,
And
when I
my
think of a quarterback or a good player, if you're telling me that you need everything to be great around you to be successful, then you're not great.
you're not a player.
You're not a
Yeah.
great player.
Yeah. My biggest issue with Mara is it's the best situation for our team to keep him, but it's now like, all right, we're playing ring around the rosy. Like, in your heart of hearts, you know he's not the guy. Why are we wasting time?
Why are we wasting time?
We're wasting our time, and we always waste our time, and that's what's so